All right, question 1, use a quadratic formula to solve. So we have our equation here. I'm going to write standard form underneath it because that kind of helps me see a is by x squared, so a is 2, b is the number next to x, so -3, don't forget the sign, and c is 7. So you're going to want to write down the quadratic formula somewhere, and we're going to substitute all of these values in. So x equals negative b. Well, b is -3. Plus or minus square root of b squared. So -3 squared minus 4 ac. A is 2, c is 7. That square root needs to go all the way over. And then big fraction all over 2 times a, which is 2. So we substitute everything in. Now we need to simplify. Okay, so I always start with the square root part. So I have square root of, and I'm going to put in whatever's underneath. I'm going to go to my graphing calculator. -3 squared minus 4 times 2 times 7. And I get -47. So this is why it's a complex number. Remember, I can take out the square root of -1. And the square root of -1 equals I. So basically, it's the same thing, but with an I out front. So I squared of 47. Then I need to see, can I simplify this radical? Are there any perfect squares in the number 47? No. If you start dividing by perfect squares, you're going to see it doesn't divide by any perfect squares. So now I'm going to replace this back up here into that one part that I simplified. So I still have x equals this negative becomes a +3 plus or minus, and this whole thing simplified to I square root of 47 divided by 2 times 2, which is 4. So that's it. Our last step is to split that plus or minus. So I have 3/4 plus I squared of 47 over 4. Remember, this 4 goes to both terms, and then it's the same thing with a minus. So there's only 4 questions on the self-check because they take a long time to type in, right? So I'm going to type it in 3/4 plus, and then I have I square root of 47 divided by 4. I put parentheses around that because I didn't know if it was going to split with the I, comma, and I'm just going to copy paste. So Control C, Control V, and change my plus to a minus because they're all the same. And we got it.